Hi, I'm Glen and welcome to Scud Brothers Fishing Adventures. I'm fishing with Dan Mcelleron this week, and we're on one of the highest rated steelhead rivers in the world. Dan told me I should bring some grooming scissors and a toothbrush. If you want to find out why, you'll have to join us.
As the autumn season comes to a close, this may be the last chance for the steelheader. A different breed of fishermen who will search out these sea-run rainbows in practically any kind of weather conditions. Whenever there is an opportunity to marvel at these beautiful fish, the fisherman cherishes this moment as if it were his last, and another fish is released to do battle another day. Now, in the blanket of winter, Glen and Dan break trail long before the sun crests over the peaks. An arduous journey that would be more fitting of a cross-country skier or even the avid hunter. But no, this is the plight of the steelheader. Let's join Glen and Dan now as they experience Steelheading Extreme.
Fish on. Just as you were considering on stopping, first you get a fish on.
First cast, first
cast, first fish. And he said he put me in the best hole. Okay, I'll give you a hand there, Dan. Getting close now, Dan. I don't believe all this ice. All the viewers at home are going to think, this guy's fishing in this weather. These guys are hardcore. But I guess we are, eh?
Well, things ought to improve once the sun comes up.
This isn't the first time we fished like this, though, eh? Oh yeah, nice fish, Dan. Well, it was a nice fish. Now, you're using Berkeley extra tough line today. What strength are you using here, Dan?
I'm using a main line of 12-pound and a leader of 8-pound.
That's pretty light, eh?
Yeah.
Even with this conditions now, the water's cold, and you know, you might even find that in the cooler weather, the line is a little bit more brittle too, eh?
Yeah, I just find that the lighter line, for some reason, you seem to hook more fish.
Well, obviously here's some living proof right here, buddy. Nice color too, eh? Nice little lateral line there, good bar. Okay, I'm going to try and sneak around and get him. Turn around. Gee, that's a decent...
If he wants to run, let him go.
Decent fish, oh yeah. Oh yeah, isn't that a beauty, Dan? Okay, you just pop the hook out of there, if you can. Decent.
Yeah, that's a little chromer.
Boy, that is a really nice fish, Dan.
Yeah.
For the first fish of the day,
yeah.
You can't beat that. Oh yeah, she's ready.
Well, I've been steelhead fishing for 30 years, and I've never seen better fishing than this.
Man, this is great, eh? Oh, good fish. This feels like she's got a bit of girth. Well, my left hand is just numb.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Holy
about. I had to take a
smokes.
break from the very first fish.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the sun coming out and warming
Sure
us
am.
up a bit.
Okay. Oh, that's a nice fish again, buddy. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's actually, it has got some color to it.
Yeah.
It's actually nicer than I thought.
Yeah, they all, that's a real typical fish for this river.
Sure is. It's actually got some girth too, eh? That's a nice doe, eh? Whoa. She's a beauty. Oh, yeah.
I cringe at the thought of putting my hand in the water.
Well, you know what? If you want to take my rod,
Yeah, I do.
I'll handle the fish, buddy.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Got her?
Yeah.
Just nice and gentle.
Okay.
Keep the head up. Oh, is that ever a beauty? Look at that, eh? Look at that, Dan.
Absolutely
Holy
fantastic
smokes.
fish.
That, I'm afraid to stick my hand. Look at that.
That fish
Whoa.
is a beauty.
That is
Absolute
a classic.
beauty.
Hey, look at that, folks. Boy, is that ever beautiful, Dan.
Yeah, no kidding, eh?
Pop that hook. Oh. Boy, this is tough. There it is. Good. Okay. Isn't that something, eh?
A beautiful, beautiful
That is a
fish.
beauty.
Gotta like that.
Holy boy.
Doesn't get much better than that.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Big, big, big doe. Okay, give her some time to revive. Yeah, she's looking pretty good. Oh yeah, she's almost ready. Boy, the hands are cool. There she goes.
Way to go.
Whoa. Let's bet yours are warmer than mine. Ah. Okay, listen, we'll be right back after we have a break. Okay, let's go.
Still to come, Dan explains success strategies using wool. Glen proves that persistence pays off regardless of water conditions. And they're still waiting for that sunshine. Stay tuned. As 10 a.m. slips away, the presence of the sun is still not felt. Whew, pretty cool.
Fish on. Right on, buddy. You were just gonna quit.
That's a good one.
Good. I'll set my rod down. Again, just when we were ready to quit, he gets a fish. And this is the third fish. We've had to take temporary breaks because we got here early in the morning to set up for the shoot. And the weather conditions have changed in the last few days. It's been slowly getting colder. So as we've been experimenting with the waters, we thought, well, we better get out there and start catching fish on film because it's happening. But it always figures the day you bring the camera out, it's the worst day to film. But actually we're doing good. We're catching fish, and this is what it's all about, folks, catching fish in this beautiful country of ours, and it doesn't really matter what conditions you got, here we are.
Yeah, this feels like a real good one too.
Right on, buddy. Listen to that line sing, eh? If you don't think that you kind of wonder where's the jet boat, this river we're not allowed to use power boats. It's drift only. Most people walk in. But hey, if you don't think that I take the jet boat out in the middle of winter, watch some of this footage. Now wait till she rolls out here. There she is. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna put her back in for a bit. One last look if I can get her up again. Okay, Dan, there it is.
What a beauty.
Beautiful doe. Doe this morning, that's something.
Yeah.
Eh? Okay,
Yeah.
get her back. And there she goes.
Awesome.
Holy
Thank
smokes. Right on, bud.
Yeah.
Fish on. Fish on?
Yeah.
All right, I'll leave my rod here. Right on, buddy. Incredible. Incredible. But they come in quick anyway, which is nice.
What a beautiful place to fish.
Well, I don't know how many people would say those guys are crazy, but anyway, when conditions are right and the weather's permitting, this is an incredible place to fish. Here's proof. Imagine what we like on a nice day. Okay. No way.
Oh, there we go, another run.
Yep.
Wow, powerful fish.
Yeah, right on.
Incredibly powerful fish. Yeah, another very average sized fish.
Beautiful fish.
For the system.
Oh, buddy, look at that fish.
Beautiful.
I'm telling you.
Right on. Excellent.
Yep.
Right on the lip. Comes right out.
Boy, is that
There
a
you
good
go.
fish or what?
Yeah.
Look at that thing. Beautiful. Okay, I'll get her back. And again, Dan, another doe.
Right
Oh
on.
boy, she's got so much power. Eh? There she goes.
Beautiful fish. Gotta like that. Thanks again.
Beautiful. Unbelievable. Okay, let's keep at her. If we dare.
Well, it's 12 noon, and apparently the sun is a no-show on the river.
Fish on. There he is. In the far side, Dan. Holy smokes, boy. It's been a long day for that fish. Oh my goodness. Well, we've been out here. We've actually been probably on shore a lot more than we've been fishing. So for the short time we've actually been fishing, physically fishing, we've been doing really good. Oh, look at the size of that guy. Wow. Oh yeah, he's excited. Man, that's a good fish. But that's the first buck I've seen. Boy, he's got some girth. Boy, he's a big fish. That's a big hog, eh, buddy? Okay, get him in here. Look at the size of this fish. Boy, this is a treat. I gotta tell you, folks. Well, you know what? I gotta say we're really working hard for these fish today, and it's paying off. We're doing really good, and we're getting to some prime fish. Look at the size of that steelhead. Holy smokes, isn't that a beauty? Big, big buck. Oh my goodness, look at that. Okay, here's my hook. Man, I'm afraid to get my hands in the water because it's so cold. There it is. It's out. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? He's got some color, but that is an incredible, huge fish. Get him up again. Wow. Look at that. There he is. And that is a prize, I'll tell you that. But you know, the funny thing is, they still get bigger in this river. Unbelievable. Okay, just want to be sure I can revive him because that was a big fight. Okay, he's almost getting ready there. There he goes. Look at that.
With conditions a beautiful -15, I decided we should review Dan's tactics using the wool. He readily agreed, but I think it was just an excuse for us to stay out of the water.
And this is where a lot of people make mistakes with wool, is that it has to be a fairly clean presentation for the water, so the trimming part's really important. And so I pinch it between my thumb and forefinger, and I cut on an angle up, and then I cut on an angle down.
Kind of makes it look of a round top.
And so now, and you can vary the size from really tiny to much larger depending on the type of presentation that you want and the water conditions. And this next step is extremely important, which is...
Here comes the toothbrush.
Which is the toothbrush. Just take an old toothbrush, wash it out before using it for fishing, and then you want to brush the wool so that all the strands...
Kind of blend it in, eh?
All the strands go free, and just blend it all in. And there you go.
That looks pretty good, Dan.
So the final step is once you finish brushing it all, is to just give it one more quick trim to get rid of all the loose ends and clean it up.
And what a presentation that is. And now, once that gets in the water, that will open up and flow nicely, and it'll just look like a piece of roll in the water.
And so that's your finished product.
Isn't that sweet?
And the only other thing is, after you've been fishing a little while, if you notice any loose strands coming off, cut them off. Don't let them just hang. And that looks like a piece of bait or something floating down. The fish can seem to hardly be able to resist it. And the other feature that's really nice about the wool is when they bite on it, the wool tends to get caught on their teeth, and they have a lot of trouble spitting it out.
So that gives you a little bit more time to set the hook.
Yeah.
Right on. Thanks, Dan. Super good idea. Great system. I like the way he tied that, but man, you gotta have a lot of patience. But he ties these things so many times. I'm at home tying a million of them together because I couldn't do it out here. But I see Dan, he loses the setup, he's on the water, pulls out his bag, he's right there, bang, 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 bang. He's done it so many times, he gets good at it. So don't get discouraged. It's a great method, and once you get at it, you'll get lots of practice, and it'll work good for you too. Okay, Dan, let's get back out there and get some more fish.
Yeah, sounds good.
Right on. Okay, well, there's a few things I'm going to show you that also work for this situation, because I tell you today it's so cold I can't believe it. But there are a lot of other things that we use for steelheading that I'll show you. A couple of things here that's a very favorite of mine is a corky. Now, a corky is just a little piece of styrofoam painted up nice colors. They float. This will simulate like a salmon egg. You can put it on the bottom with any kind of a hook. Here's an example here, where I've got a small corky and a number 2 hook, Gamakatsu, and just a little bubblegum jig tail. That works really fine. And of course, the bigger you get with the corkies, of course it floats, it'll get it farther off the bottom. And in today's situation, we want to be really close to the bottom, so the smallest corky would be better. And then of course in the cleaner water too, that's the best thing. Of course, my old space balls, which is something that we found that works everywhere, and they come in lots of different colors. I have orange, I've got the fluorescent, I've got the ruby red, and I think it comes in a yellow and a green too. So they're pretty good to it. These 3 colors seem to be the most popular for steelhead. And like I say, when there is a bait man, and there is here, again, you can't use anything that's scented. So the space balls work really good because there's no scent. It's just like a plastic rubber egg, and they work fine. You can actually even break the little eggs off one at a time if you like. Depending on water clarity, that works really good. Jig tails come in lots of different sizes and colors, and they can come jig tails in this kind of form here. There's chartreuse, there's pinks, there's blacks, there's whites, all kinds of colors. And then you can get little jig tails with a big egg head. They've come in a variety of colors too. And put that on a hook straight on, and that'll work good because the tail is your action and the egg is the attracting thing. So that'll work really good too. And of course, the couple things that I like, not so common in the cooler weather, is the Colorado blade. And as you've already seen in the earlier part of the show, before it snowed, I hit a couple of fish with the Colorado blade, the silver smooth blade, and the copper color, real good. And you can add the Gamakatsu 3/0 with the fluorescent finish. That makes it a good combination. So those are a few things that we use for steelheading in this area. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Let's get right back at it.
Want some help with this one?
That might go 4 pounds, maybe even 3. Okay. Look at that. There he is. Oh. Nice color. That's a buck. Gee, that's a nice steely. Okay. Okay, if I can get hold of his tail there. There he is. Oh, yeah. Just a little wee steelhead there, not real big, but that's okay. Just tickle my hook out of there. Look at that, just like that. Great. Okay.
A pretty little fish.
And there he goes. All right. Brr. Okay, that was good. Well, I gotta say, that was one extreme fishing trip.
Yeah, that sure was. It was some pretty awesome fishing, but boy, was it cold.
I can't believe it. And you know, diehards get out and fish, and but this is just absolutely ridiculous. We had planned a little bit better day. Going by the weather, it was going to be a fantastic trip, but the river had a little bit different idea. Lots of ice coming down, things were changing. Hey, I'd like to thank my great guest here, Dan Mcelleron, for coming along with me this week and having a good time. Dan and I have fished together quite a few times in the past, and I remember coming into lots of times seeing Dan, and Dan, lend me some wool, Dan, lend me this. So he's always a good guy in the river because he's always got a lot of good stuff, and he's bailed me out quite a few times. So I'd like to say, and what's your favorite hook?
Gamakatsu by far.
Gamakatsu by far. Well, I tell you, because you've been such a great help to me over the past, and we've had a lot of fun together, I'd like to present you with a little bit of a Christmas gift from the Scott Brothers and Gamakatsu, your number 2s. That's the ones that you use.
Right on.
And thanks very much for being on the show.
Yeah, well, thank you.
It was a great time.
Awesome.
And hey, fishermen, don't forget, this is your playground, snow and all. Respect it and keep it clean. We'll see you next week. Coming to our time, if we can get a good footing, you really got to be careful on these rocks. I'm going to try and... Whoa! And he's in, but he didn't go down. You would have had way too much fun with that if I'd have went in.